All the knights, they encompass the thing called the Hermetic marriage. So it's the male polarity and the female polarity joining as one. And when you have those balance within you, you have so much self-confidence and so much self-esteem that it lifts you literally up in the air. And it makes you like get off your butt and get off your seat and go take action. And so all the wands are, all the knights are all taking action. And they say they're all like delivering a message or like a subpoena or something, like they're delivering this scroll or message to you directly from the king and queen. And so whenever you receive this, it's like it's your new mission in life, it's your new purpose. And you should do this before you do anything else. Kind of, it's that important. And so the Knight of Wands is all about jumping out of that desert, jumping out of that complacency, that routine, that habitual boredom, and just feeling too content in his own complacency. So he's going towards the fire, jumping towards the passion. So it's call to action, which would be like, take action towards your passions. You know, go after your lusts for life and just jump at the chance and jump out of, like, take a leap of faith maybe. And just do it, you know, follow your heart. Oh yeah, salamanders are on his outfit, which also jump into the fire. So you think about someone who, like fire, like a grass fire that just slowly spreads out and it consumes. It just consumes, it consumes, it consumes slowly and slowly, bit by bit, until it just expands until it gets, you know, like it can never get full, you know. Just someone that has a really big desire. That's this card. And the next one would be Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups delivers a heartfelt message, and it could also be like a proposal or just something that you really need to hear, and it comes straight from the heart. And so because it's from the heart, it is truthful, and because it's truthful, you will never be judged harshly. It might be something that someone didn't want to hear, but they'll thank you for it because it was something that they needed to hear. And so this guy has the Mercury wings on his helmet and also on his boots. And so Mercury is the messenger of the gods, and Mercury is very quick and the best communicator. So this guy would communicate his feelings in the very direct, but very like smart and precise way. So someone would totally understand easily what he's trying to say and explain to him. And then also they have just a bunch of confidence too. So it's like, you know, I just feel compelled, like I'm just inspired. I just have to say this. And it could be very helpful, and also just something that people just, they needed to hear it. He also has the fish on his body. So it's all about feelings, emotions, that Pisces vibe, where they're very sympathetic. And they also are very heartfelt. And then this knight, he crosses, and he's about to cross a big mountain and a big river. So it's like, I got this heartfelt message that I feel totally inspired to deliver, and I will overcome any obstacle that stands in my way, no matter if it's a huge mountain or a big or a wide river. Because the horse is gray, and gray throughout the tarot is wisdom. So it kind of shows like it's a very wise thing he's saying and delivering, and he's saying it in a very smart way. Because Mercury sign, just like he is Mercury, it's the smartest of all the planets. So he's really using his mind to be very tactful about how he explains something that is truthful. Because sometimes truth is not what people want to hear, but sometimes it's what they need to hear. And so the background is blue, I think. And then blue would just be calming and relaxed, just a calm vibe. So in a very calm manner, this guy delivers some wise proposal or just a nice heartfelt message. And then the next one, Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, he's jumping out of the desert too. So he is jumping out the desert, out of that complacency, and he is going against the wind. And so he's really going against the elements. And so swords are ideas and your thoughts. And so has like an inspiration, like an epiphany, like this new idea. And he is jumping out of his complacency to go manifest that idea and manifest it now with an urgency. You'll see that he has butterflies on his horse strap. So the butterflies always, they represent manifestation, because a caterpillar has to spend a period of solitude before it can manifest into a butterfly. And so when you manifest into a butterfly, like if you just like manifest your idea or manifest, you know, your thoughts, then you have to like, you know, share them and get them started, plant the seeds and get the ball rolling. And this is what this guy's doing. He's like, manifest your ideas now and take action. And then usually it's from inspiration, because he's lifting his sword in the sky, like he's lifting, like tapping into the astral world or that like upper higher consciousness, really tapping into godly insights and epiphany. And then he also has the cardinals on his horse's strap. And cardinals are known to be like angel guides, spiritual messengers. And anytime you see a cardinal just outside randomly in nature, it's always a good omen. And it always lets you know that you're on the right path and you're exactly where you should be. And the word cardinal has its roots in Latin, where it's cardo, which means something that it turns, like a turnstile. So it's kind of like a turnstile from the spirit world into the physical world and then back again. So it can kind of show you like a doorway, like a gate. So if you have inspiration from the spirit world or your spirit guides, then it brings it into the manifest. And they give you these ideas and say, you manifest them now. And this is higher insight. And you do it with the urgency, because it's really rare to have those like really brilliant ideas. And it becomes your new mission in life. So this guy goes against the wind, and he does it as quick as he can, and nothing's going to stand in his way, going against the elements. And then lastly, it's the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles, he's all about planting seeds, and plant the seeds now. There's a field behind them, or behind him, and it's been completely paved. And so it's like all the work has been already done. The paths have been paved, the field's been paved before you, and all you have to do is just plant seeds. All you gotta do is the easy part. Just take the first step. Just do whatever you can with whatever you got, and do it now. And he has the white oak leaves on his hat, and also the horse has it on his head. And so the white oak, they grow from acorns. But they say it takes at least like out of 10,000 acorns, only one acorn seed will actually grow an oak tree. So this guy has to plant a lot of seeds. And you never really know which one's going to grow. But I think what goes around comes around, and none of your seed planting whatever will ever be in vain. But this idea is like, just get started. Just do what you can with what you got. And don't wait for anybody else to like, you know, give you recognition for it or validation or approval. Just do it alone. And then that's what could be the black horse, which is Saturn energy. And Saturn's like that life lesson. He's the, you know, he's the guy who pushes you beyond your boundaries and pushes you up against the face challenges to overcome. So sometimes the biggest challenge is just getting started. There's so much fear and doubt and anxiety and worry. This guy is like, just do something. And then everything will kind of unfold from there. And Saturn is also the Lord of time. So you just realize that everything takes time. And every time you have like, you know, everything happens with cause and effect. Like you plant a seed, and then within time, it'll grow into a tree and then bear fruit. And it just takes time for that seed to become manifest. But the quicker you start, the quicker you'll see results. It's kind of like what this card says. And it has a yellow background, and yellow, and it just means that it's going to be a bright future ahead. So this should give you the confidence to plant seeds.